What is up, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. As you all know, the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer came out, and holy fucking shit, it looks awesome. Looks like it's just gonna be a big old popcorn flick joyride of a movie. Probably not great in terms of story, plot, or any of that stuff, but I honestly don't care. I just kind of want a fun movie where I can see a big monkey punch a giant lizard in the face, and I think that's what we're gonna get. So that's really all I care about. Um, but that trailer, it got me so psyched. I really wanted to make a proper Godzilla vs. Kong figure. You guys don't know this because I haven't posted like anything about it, but for the longest time I've wanted just a good old Kong figure that scales with my NECA Godzilla here, which we'll talk about a little later. But I've never really seemed to find one. You know, they're always too large. I tried making mine several times, but they're also too large. Because this NECA Godzilla is honestly pretty small in terms of other 6-inch scale type figures. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to make it myself. And here we are. Work in progress on my own Monster vs. Kong figure, specifically Kong 2021, since he's so absolutely jacked since 1973, which is when Kong Skull Island in 2017 came out, just so you know. Damn, yeah, this figure, I've been working on it for a while now. The base is a McFarlane Toys Call of Duty, I forget the name of the character, I believe it was maybe Cody or something, I don't know, but it was at like clearance at some store, so I just had him lying around, and I figured there's not really much great sculpt work to sort of waste, so I used him. I started by shaving down, I shaved him down to like every fucking thing, like I swear to God, except for the arms, because the arms are already naturally skinny, but even then I still shaved down the shoulders. Of course I shaved down parts of the torso, legs especially, and then I sort of built up some larger layers with hot glue, such as the back, because the lats are absolutely enormous in Kong. So I wanted to make sure I accentuated that, because that's sort of a very prominent feature, you know, in the back. Very specific look to them. I had to get different wrist pegs, so I literally just chopped them off of a different figure and glued them on here, while also extending the forearms at the same time, so it had the correct proportions, or better proportions. It's still not exact. Then I also had to cut off the ankles. Not at the ankles, but I cut off a chunk of the leg and replaced it with a different foot hinge. Because the original one, it was too small of a foot design, so if I were to sculpt a bunch over it, it would have messed with the articulation. It would have been clunky, it wouldn't have been good. So, without needing, and it was really, like, there was a ball hinge there, and I didn't want to waste that joint, or the boot sculpt, so I just have it saved up in a storage container somewhere else. So yeah, then I just glued on some different feet. These are actually from like a WWE figure, I think. So there's no ankle pivot, but that's alright. I get most of what I need out of this guy, because he does retain most of the articulation. You know, the elbow isn't as great of a bend, but you can still sort of get a chest beating pose. You can kind of fudge it. Then I also sculpted some more heads. Focus here. Look at that. Are you gonna focus? Come on. I don't know anything about video focusing or something. Maybe I need to take. Do I need to do this? Fuck. Alright. The farther it is, the better it looks. So this is a calm head. You know, just normal, calm, stoic, kind of always slightly pissed off Kong face. This comes off easily. This is a different one, which actually clicks in there. It's a roaring head, which I actually am very happy with how it looks. It kind of does look like the Monster vs. Kong from Sunny Angles, which I like. I'm happy with that. But I don't care too much. So yeah, you can get him like that. Ooh, get him in deep and crunch poses. So aside from that, he also does come with another set of hands. These are open hands, you know. He comes with, well, like it's an official figure, but I made these hands for holding the axe, made of WWE hands, because I like the sculpt. They were very like chunky, They definitely reminded me of gorilla hands, just with the way the fingers were, and yeah. But I had to replace the hinge with an actual disc hinge, so I did that. So with this one, yikes, you cannot really see what I'm doing too great. That's alright. Get the point. And these all peg in pretty easily. Not all of them stick in very well, because none of them were really meant for this specific peg, but it still kind of works in the end of the day, which is all I care about too much. I'll probably have them with the fists and the open hands anyway, so I don't mind that much. If we get skin comparisons now, if we get the NECA Godzilla, this is actually the 2014 Godzilla, but I glued on the spines of the 2019 Godzilla because I like those more. And the 2019 Godzilla, that figure, my copy, just the joints were all jacked up. They didn't really feel that posable, and he couldn't get much motion, like, at all. So I got this guy, which is much better, at least my copy. No, they're like designed the same. The scaling, Kong is just about the exact same height. If I wanted to make the legs shorter to fit the proportions better, I could still do that, and I would have a good amount of wiggle room. But so far, I'm happy, very happy with how this looks. Neither is taller than the other one. I would have been fine with Kong being a little shorter, but this, I'm just glad I'm probably going to stick with this for the rest of throughout the rest of the creation of this figure. We get the NECA King Kong figure out here. Yikes, he is a tall boy. Let me just put him here and move the camera right over. There we go. Alright. Essentially, with this figure, I resculpted the chest to look more muscular, and I also added bulk in a lot of areas to be more like the Monster vs. Kong, and I used the heads from the Playmates figures. Just a quick summary. So that's how these two compare. Of course, this figure is a lot taller. It's a lot taller than any of the NECA Godzilla figures because he's like 8 inches or something. Like fucking giant. Whew, man. If only that figure scaled with the other NECA Godzillas. Would have been cool. Probably would have made this thing. But here's another comparison with another one of my custom Kongs. This is a more 2005 inspired Kong, which is sort of built more like a stop motion puppet because he has actual hair. Well, like it's fake hair, but you know, it's not sculpted hair. This is just him sitting down. Like, if I got him standing, he's even taller than the NECA Kong. So yeah, there's that. Of course, I could do a video in depth of this guy too. Same with the other NECA King Kong that I just showed a few 5 seconds ago. I mean, that's kind of it for this figure. I'm not going to go super in depth of the articulation or the sculpt work. I guess I'll make like a final review when I fully finish it, because the chances of me finishing this are very likely, aside from the Titan from Titanfall 2 inspired mech, which I still have, but I just haven't finished. I probably won't for a while, or I won't at all, period. Ooh. Let's get him down here. In that pose, I guess. I mean, that's mainly the gist of it. Make sure you guys stay safe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.